AT&T is one of the best dividend stocks on the daily chart. AT&T was once at about $40, and now it's at $28. Exactly. So you getting a good buy right now. That's why I already put $100K in AT&T. What is AT&T gonna get me? About $6,700 a year, and then Maine is gonna get me $7,700. AT&T, if I put $100K in there, it's gonna pay me $1,600 quarterly. Most of them come quarterly, but for people who wanna like live off that thing, they got monthly dividend stocks like Maine, Old Realty, which is like a real estate company. Good, Stag, stuff like that are monthly dividend companies. So I do like them because I want to see some money every month. I want to see some money every quarter. You want to kind of diversify your portfolio too.
The importance of having a side hustle. 46% of Gen Z have a side hustle just to pay their bills, and the same can be said about millennials, about 37%. The rich have always known multiple streams of income.
Here's what I would do if I was 25 instead of 75. I'm a big believer in passive income and developing multiple passive income streams. And I would start at age 25 or as early as you can doing that. Step one is to develop a side gig that you do in addition to your 9-to-5 job. A great way to do that is with online affiliate marketing. You will be developing additional cash flow, which you can then use to pay down your credit cards and build up your savings account to 6 months. From that point, as you continue to generate additional cash flow, invest that money into dividend stocks, which will pay you quarterly. And then you can take additional cash as you develop it over time and invest in real estate. You would probably start off with a real estate investment trust or a REIT, and then move into owning investment properties.
Just trying to live the most passive, chill lifestyle. I'd probably just put everything into a dividend ETF. Makes 3-4% a year and still gets the appreciation. And I would just love paying down or paying up that dividend check every month and just watching it go up. And it would probably just become a game for me because it's truly passive. You know what I mean? Like that's just truly zero management passive income, which I do like from a cash flow perspective. And qualified dividends, for anyone who's curious, gets taxed at capital gains rates, which are lower. So even if you make a ton of money, you're still only paying, 20-23% depending on where you're at. So for me, I was like, okay, that works. It's still relatively tax efficient to get the cash flow from the investment.
Write this down right now. I am so happy and grateful now that I have multiple sources of income. I had an affirmation that I used for years, still use it. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. If you write that out every day for the next 30, 60 days, you're going to become very, very aware of having multiple sources of income. And if you keep doing that, ultimately you're going to attract the money.
So I'm sitting in the coffee shop with my wife today, and all of a sudden, I had an epiphany. I need my wife to start investing. Why not? Why not get my wife to start investing? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I talked to her. I said, honey, I need you to start investing. And here's what I'm going to do. We're going to set up a brokerage account for you. Okay, we're going to pick stocks that you understand, that you know. Okay, she knows Apple. She knows Amazon. She knows Visa. She knows Target. Those are companies that she understands, and they all pay dividends. And so what we're going to do is every single time she gets paid, we're going to take some money and she's going to put it away. This is on top of everything else we're doing as a family, as a couple, to build for our retirement. Okay, now she's going to put some money in there every single time she gets paid. My wife is 50 years old, so in 10 years, okay, we can really build something up on top of everything else. Maybe add another stream of income, another stream of dividend income. And I'm building my whole stream of income. You know what I'm doing there. I'm trying to get $2,000 to $3,000 a month in dividends. But now adding my wife, man, we could do some damage. And these are the things that we can do. Okay? We can actually make, what I'm doing is I'm making investing now a family affair. Okay? Not just me. Okay? But my daughter in her Roth, the other daughter learning to teach them, and then getting my wife. Man, this is incredible. This is multiple streams of income that we want to have coming in during our retirement. But we can all do this. We can all set up, we can start investing, we can get our family to invest and make it a family affair, get everybody getting into it. These are the things that we can do. I am a teacher and a financial coach, bringing financial literacy to the urban community and beyond. And I'm thinking about starting a class on investing. If you're interested, let me know. Continue to follow me and see you soon.
Most people don't become millionaires or achieve large amounts of financial success through their day job. Usually, if you want to acquire wealth in a short amount of time, you have to A, have multiple streams of income, and B, have streams of income that do not rely on you trading your time for money. I first came across this idea in Tim Ferriss's fantastic book, The 4-Hour Workweek, which is really all about how to build these multiple streams of income in a way that doesn't take over your life. And since about the age of 17, when I started looking at the world in this way and thinking that, okay, I need to not be reliant on my day job to make money, I need to make money through multiple streams of income, that habit, that mindset change allowed me to see lots of different opportunities in the world that I might not have seen otherwise.
If you ask the majority of people, what does it take to get rich? Most of them will say, I need to make more money. The bigger your salary, the wealthier you will become. But if you ask the minority people, the wealthiest people, none of them want a bigger salary. They want more assets. And the reason why is because when you earn more money from your salary, from your job, you are relying on you to go to work to do something. There's a limit to how much you can earn from what you do, but there's no limit to what you can earn from what you own.
I learned something a long time ago from my mother. You're going to find this fascinating. When I was a 7-year-old boy, and she was working at that time, she used to take me with the bank to her every Thursday. That's when they paid the girls where she worked. And she'd take a third of her paycheck and put it into bonds and dividend-paying stocks. She used to say to my brother and I then, boys, never spend the principal, only the interest. I had no idea what she was talking about. But she was drilling that into my head for a reason I think became very important decades later. After she passed away, I became the executive for her estate. And for the first time, I saw a secret account she kept from both of her husbands her whole life, made up of dividend-paying large-cap stocks and corporate credit. Do you have any idea of the performance of that portfolio? She blew away every indice. I was amazed. And she wasn't a portfolio manager. She was just a concerned mother that needed to have capital no matter what happened. I started to do some research. You may find this fascinating. Over the last 40 years, over 70% of the market's returns have come from dividends, not capital appreciation. She must have intuitively felt that and knew that. That forever changed my investment philosophy. I'm a dividend guy. I only buy stocks that pay dividends. I'll never buy a stock that doesn't return capital because the data tells you not to. Unless you're a masterful stock picker and you know exactly when to buy and sell, you can't, in my view, beat those odds. 40 years, 71% returns. That's it for me. Dividends only.